Fund managers of digital asset-focused funds face the additional challenge of not only trying to keep up with securities regulations on the federal and state levels but also proactively anticipating new regulations with the guidance of their legal counsel to maintain their funds' compliance over the long term in this age of constantly developing and advancing virtual currencies. This is necessary to keep their fund in compliance throughout its existence. Investors in Bitcoin and other digital assets are at a unique disadvantage because they must travel through a confusing set of rules. This adds another layer of complexity to fund formation and investment management, which are already difficult. A further layer of compliance-heavy and presumably cost-prohibitive regulatory requirements must be navigated by managers who operate in New York or accept investors from the state of New York. The attempt by New York to impose more significant regulation resulted in the formation of BitLicense, which was initially implemented in 2015. Any company that deals in virtual currencies and operates within the state of New York or manages virtual currency investments on behalf of New York people is now required to obtain a BitLicense under the new regulations. Welcome to Crypto News. Today, we will talk about what is BitLicense. Stay with us until the end of the video to learn more. Like and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button to get notified of all the latest updates. Let's jump to the topic. A BitLicense, what is it? The BitLicense, which went into force in August 2015, was the first regulatory system in the United States that specifically targeted cryptocurrency enterprises. It oversees a wide range of cryptocurrency-related activities, such as the distribution of digital assets, the trade of cryptocurrencies, and the transmission of cryptocurrency. Any New York resident engaging in regulated cryptocurrency operations and any non-resident or other entity doing so with individuals who reside in New York must have a BitLicense. Importantly, however, those who send or receive cryptocurrency payments are exempt. BitLicense received a lot of criticism when it first came out and continues to do so among the cryptocurrency community. Many cryptocurrency businesses contend that the regulations unfairly burden them with obligations and restrictions and that the cost of applying for a BitLicense, which is projected to be at least $100,000, is retaliatory. At least 10 cryptocurrency-related companies declared they would stop all trading when the restrictions took effect in New York in 2015. In fact, since the program's inception, very few businesses have been successful in obtaining BitLicenses. Regardless of how the industry responds, BitLicense is an important component of a larger global campaign by legislators to regulate crypto, a field naturally resistant to governmental meddling. Tighter regulation of cryptocurrencies and decentralized technology in general appears inevitable, as recent occurrences demonstrate, such as the backlash that Facebook's Libra project faced from central banks. BitLicense conditions of use. A BitLicense governs firms engaged in virtual currency management, administration, upkeep, storage, holding, issuance, exchange activities, related software development, etc. BitLicense was established by New York State in response to the Mt. Gox bankruptcy in 2013 to safeguard consumers and the integrity of the financial sector as a whole. Keep in mind that not all cryptocurrency exchanges adhere to KYC policies to the letter. Anyone engaged in any of the following activities must get a BitLicense in accordance with the Department of Financial Services regulations for virtual currency business activity, published in the New York State Register on June 24, 2015, c. Sending virtual currency. Retaining custody or control of virtual currency on behalf of others by storing, holding, or managing it. Purchasing and reselling digital currency for the benefit of clients. Exchanging goods and services for a client. Managing, distributing, or creating a virtual currency. Be aware that BitLicense does not apply to those who trade or buy with Bitcoin or to businesses that accept it. Impacts of BitLicense on overall cryptocurrency licensing and regulation. During the 45-day public comment period that followed DFS Superintendent Ben Lawsky's official introduction of the BitLicense draft, the DFS received more than 3,000 official comments. A submission from Coinbase summarizes the viewpoint of the sector. There is no reason to subject a developing industry to requirements far higher than those mandated by current state and federal law for money transmitters. However, It is important to remember that Coinbase got BitLicense from the NYSDFS in 2017. Although the restrictions were intended to give cryptocurrency businesses a chance to operate in a protected environment supported by the state, many entrepreneurs found the legislation unworkable for both regulatory and financial reasons. Only 9 businesses currently hold the BitLicense: BitPay, Square, Zapo, Genesis Global Trading, itBit, Bitflyer USA, Coinbase, Ripple, and Circle. This is because the environment that allowed industry representatives to work in the state of New York simply stopped doing so. Additionally, Gemini and Paxos have unique rights for cryptocurrency transactions. The following well-known businesses declined to apply for a license: Kraken, Corbit, Poloniex, Bitfinex, Local Bitcoins, and Genesis Mining. Should I get a BitLicense? There are 2 fundamental questions you should ask yourself if you are a fund manager dealing in digital assets. It would be best to consult with legal counsel regarding acquiring a BitLicense if you choose yes to either of these questions. Do you conduct business in New York? It is probably safe to presume that your answer will be yes if most of your advisory business, including daily operations, investment and trading, investor communications, and managerial decisions, will take place in New York. Remember that you are subject to state-level rules and regulations based on where the majority of investment advisory services are provided, not just the location of your investment management company, before complying with federal regulations requiring your management company to register as an investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. If you live in New York or have your primary place of business there, you will still be subject to New York laws and regulations even if you choose to form your management company in another state to avoid the BitLicense requirements. Do you allow New York citizens to investors in your fund? It is crucial to keep in mind that even if your management company was established in another state and you conduct your business or offer investment advisory services elsewhere, you will likely still need to obtain a New York BitLicense if you plan to accept New York residents as investors in your fund. According to the BitLicense laws, if you are keeping custody or control on behalf of others, you must have a license for New York fund managers. As a fund manager, you often have the final say in decisions made on behalf of the fund and its investors, control over trades made, and ultimate custody of the fund's assets and investor capital. You will also have custody of the managed assets as the fund manager, making it necessary for the manager to have both a public address and a private key to trade the managed assets. Some claim that because the custodian will have custody of the private key if you are merely buying and selling bitcoins, you are exempt from New York's BitLicense. That only typically applies to the assets when they are in the custody of such a custodian. As mentioned above, no fund manager can typically purchase or sell cryptocurrencies on an exchange or other platform without owning or having access to the private keys. At this point, the manager or general partner must know about and have access to the private keys, at which point the fund manager now has custody of them. If you made it to the end of this video and are interested in knowing more, let us know which part of the video you liked the most in the comments section below. We will appreciate your comment and work to make a video on your desired topic with an account shout-out. Please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to be notified of our next video. Thanks for watching.